You may be asking yourself, are we really going to sit by while this group of peaceful villagers is sacrificed to this moderately sized horde of zombies? Wait, did I say moderately sized? No, this is a massive swarm of zombies. And yes, we're going to let them be sacrificed. But in this episode, we're going to show you all of the great weapons in Balkon's weapons mod, including this, the cannon, which you can use to take revenge on these zombies. How is it going, everybody? Scott the MassNERDerer here with another episode of YogBox In Depth. This time we're doing Balkon's weapon mod, part 2. The first episode, that was more of the general stuff with the weapons. This is the nitty gritty. This is going to show you the crafting recipes and tell you how much damage each of them do. Now, if you want to see the first episode, look for the annotation on the screen or swing in the description. Also, if you don't want to watch this whole video, but you'd like to know the damage stats or the recipes, look in the description for a forum post where you can read this all without having to watch the video. Now let's get to it. The first weapon we're going to be looking at here is the spear. The spear does the same amount of damage whether you're stabbing with it or you're throwing it. That's going to be with wood, it's going to be 1.5 hearts, and when you're using the diamond variant, it's going to be 4.5 hearts. You can also see the crafting recipe up on your screen. Nothing too crazy. You got an iron ingot, 2 sticks. Line those up in a diagonal and you're good to go. The next weapon on our list is the halberd. And if you guys couldn't tell already, we thought this would be more entertaining than just watching me by myself. We built this whole thing with all these mobs for you to watch, hopefully enjoying. Anyway, 2 different types of attacks, right? With wood, when you're slashing, it's going to do 2.5 hearts. When you're stabbing, it's going to do 3. With diamond, when you slash, it's going to do 5.5 hearts. And when you stab, 6.5 hearts. You can also see the crafting recipe. Not too hard here for you. Get those 3 iron ingots up in the top corner, and then 2 wooden sticks diagonal up to them. And there you go. And now we're moving to the knives. And to mix things up a little bit, this time we decided we were going to kill the villagers. I know we're supposed to be avenging them, but it happened, you know. So the knives, like one of the earlier weapons, does the same whether you stab or throw it. But if you're like me, you're really going to enjoy throwing them. With wood, it's going to do 1.5 hearts either way. If you make them out of diamond, it's going to take away 4.5 hearts either way. Also, you can see the crafting recipe, really easy. You got iron on the left, a wooden stick on the right. That's all you have to it, so load up, build a lot, because you're going to be throwing like crazy. Just like you see here, it was a ton of fun.
I'm out of knives. 4.
And now we're moving into Thor's hammer. Okay, the hammer is not quite as powerful as Thor's hammer, but it is a beast, and you'll see us all start out, a few hits, and then we're going to do our super ground smash, which you heard me talk about in the first episode. So the thing with this is, you'll see I'm loading up right now, is it only does half a heart of damage, but it does that half a heart of damage across a 10 by 10 block radius, so it really spreads it out. That's almost enough to pretty much just wipe out spiders, zombies. It gives a good hit to them, and it'll do some friendly damage to your friends. Like we said in the other one, it can do a whole bunch of other stuff, knocking off paintings and destroying other blocks and stuff like that. The crafting recipe for this isn't too difficult. It's only going to use 3 sticks, 4 iron ingots, put 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, and 3 sticks going down the middle. Oh, I didn't mention the other damages. So if you make this out of wood, it's only going to do 2 hearts of damage. But if you make it out of diamond, you're doing 5 hearts of damage each hit. So, pretty powerful. And now we're moving on to the battle axe. But first, let us gingerly touch our tips together. Just the tips before battle. Enough of that. Alright, let's get into this. Oh man, I love the battle axe. With wood, you're still doing 2 hearts of damage. When you're using diamond, you're doing 5 hearts of damage. But you know this also has the feature and the ability to block. When blocking with this, you're taking away 50% of the incoming damage. Also, it's not too hard to craft, as you can see. You do need a little bit more iron for this. To me, I think it's worth it though. So make it like an iron helmet, and then just fill the middle with 2 vertical sticks. You're good to go. Let's just sit back for a second and watch some of the damage I can unleash with this. Oh man, yeah, I start to get cornered, so it's not the best. I moved my blocking material. Oh man, but I love it. And you see just a few swipes, and you are dropping these guys like it's nothing. And now we're moving on to the flail. I do not know why I get such a kick out of this weapon. Also, fast forwarding a little bit, I was a little bit of chicken. Ran up here and hid with our cake for a little bit. You know, it happens sometimes. But when you're using this weapon, you want to make sure you release it for that first hit. That means right click it to drop it first. It's going to do maximum damage. You only do half a heart with wood if you don't release it for that first hit. So make sure you get that release. And with wood, you're going to get 2 hearts of damage. If you're using diamond, you're going to get 5 hearts of damage. Ooh, man, look at them all chasing. That is why I was a chicken. Man, they're vicious zombies. Anyway, this one's not too hard to craft. It's crafted similar to a fishing pole, but instead of using 3 wood, you're only using the 2. Then you bump the 2 string up, and you put an iron ingot at the end. And there you go. That's all for the flail, so now we're going to move on to the javelin. And again, we sort of got carried away with the zombies, and you see, we couldn't even get out. We tried to push out, so I'm going really fast forward here until we get to the action. But I'll tell you that there is no diamond, wood, or anything for this. It's all made with flint, so there's only 1 set of damage you need to know. But when you throw it, it's going to do 2 hearts of damage. When you're stabbing people with it, it's only going to do half a heart. Not really the strongest thing, but it's also not that hard to make. And you can stack them and keep a lot in your inventory and have some fun with them. So it looks like I'm actually refilling, but I just have more in my inventory that you can't see. God, it was tough trying to fight all these guys. Alright, as you can see, you just put 2 sticks diagonally and then put flint at the end, and you got your javelins. And now for your entertainment, we'll let you watch as I sort of just for a second try to get away. And you'll see I look over, look at that, all surrounding the other guys as well. It was a tough battle. Now we're moving into the guns. A lot of little steps here, so you really want to pay attention, or go to that forum post I talked in, linked in the description, go there and you can read it all out. But we're doing the musket with bayonet. So first we're going to talk about the damages here. Now there's only one way to make it, so you again don't have wood or diamond. When you're shooting people up close, it's going to be an insta-kill. That's 10 hearts of damage. Well, insta-kill on normal. 10 hearts of damage up close at like 3-4 blocks. Now you can still do damage, 9.5 hearts, up until about 27 blocks. Once you get 28 blocks away, it's not going to do any damage. Alright, so what if you're stabbing people with it? Well, if you don't have a bayonet on it, you're only doing half a heart every time you hit someone in the head with your musket. You add that bayonet on it, you're doing 3.5 hearts of damage each stab. Nice to get up close and personal, huh? Alright, getting into the recipes. A lot of little steps here, so pay attention. First, you start with the musket barrel. 3 iron and flint and steel. You put in a row, iron, 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 flint and steel, another iron right under the flint and steel. Now you got your barrel. Save that. Now you got to make your stock. Pretty easy. In a row, wood stick, wood plank. Now you have your stock. Put your barrel on top of your stock in a crafting bench. Now you have a musket. Want to add a bayonet to it? Where you're going to have to put a knife on the left of the full musket. Now you have your musket with bayonet. But that's not enough. You're going to have to shoot your gun with rounds. So to make the rounds in all in one column, you put iron, gunpowder, and paper. Now you've got all your components to your musket. You can get in here and start shooting and stabbing like I'm doing here. And that's going to wrap up part 2 of YogBox In-Depth Balkon's Weapons Mod. I want you to stay tuned because in a week or less, we're going to come back with the final part, part 3. And that's going to be featuring the blunderbuss shotgun, the fire rod, crossbow, blowgun, and the cannon. The cannon, our favorite overall. Really exciting one. Stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Happy gaming, everyone.